Ceramides have become popular over the last few years, especially ceramide creams and ceramide supplements, because they hold the promise of improving the overall skin health and maybe even helping reduce wrinkles. And that's something we don't hear about very often. So in the next few minutes, I want to help you make sense of the research on ceramides and find out if maybe it's right for you. Now, before we go any further, if you're wondering what are ceramides, if you just stumbled upon this video, well, they're nothing more than fatty molecules that are found inside pretty much all the cells of your body. As it pertains to the skin, ceramides help form a protective barrier between us and the environment. So they protect us from not only external things that might get into the skin and cause us harm, but they also protect us from losing moisture, fluids from the skin. And if we lose moisture, the skin gets wrinkled and dry and itchy and flaky. So anything that hold on to moisture is a good thing. Now, that's why ceramides have gotten so popular. Now, I want to point out that ceramides and phytoceramides are the same thing. Phyto means plant, and these days, ceramides are derived from either rice or wheat, and that's to differentiate them from the original source of ceramides, the brains of cows. Yeah, back in the 1880s, scientists would extract ceramides from the brains of cows and actually use them in, of all places, cosmetics. So the use of ceramides in cosmetics has been around a long time, and so they were kind of forgotten for a while, and now they seem to have made a resurgence. And now you may be wondering, were they onto something? Was there something back then they knew that we might not know now? Perhaps. Turns out there is some research on ceramides and skin health, and that's really what I want to talk about over the next few minutes in this video. So if we look at this study from 2009, the differential effects of ceramide on cell viability and extracellular matrix remodeling in keratinocytes and fibroblasts, these researchers noted that ceramides improve the production of fibroblasts. These are important skin cells. And while that's very interesting, that sounds great, this is essentially a test tube study where they basically gave ceramides to cells and saw what happened. Okay, really interesting stuff, but what about people? Can taking ceramide supplements help our skin, help reduce wrinkles, etc.? Turns out there is some research that shows maybe. Here's one such study. Clinical investigation of a skin beautifying effect of a beauty supplement containing rice-derived ceramides. In this study, 33 basically healthy women were given 40 milligrams of a ceramide supplement for 6 weeks, and they noted that the ceramide supplement improved the texture of the skin, the smoothness of the skin, and skin cell turnover, exfoliation as well. Now, that's quite interesting. I like the fact it's a placebo-controlled study. I like the fact it involved people. Drawback to this investigation is it does not appear to be a published clinical trial. If it is, I can't find it. And so that could be seen as a drawback, although it doesn't appear to be a well-designed study. Fortunately, this is not the end of the story. Here we've got an investigation from 2011, the moisturizing effect of wheat extract food supplement on women's skin, a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. Again, randomized, placebo-controlled, the best kind. Here we've got 51 women from age 20 to 63 with dry skin. They are given either a placebo or 350 milligrams of a wheat-derived ceramide supplement. And they noted that the hydration in the skin in both the arms and the legs was significantly better after the study compared to people who took a placebo. Now that's really great. Drawback to this study would be that when they had a dermatologist look at the skin, that person didn't see any significant difference, but there was an improvement, statistically significantly improved, in the hydration of the skin. So just because you can't see something doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing going on. Now, if you're wondering what supplement they used, I actually read this investigation, and the product is called LippoWheat, and I'm going to put a link to this in the description so you could check it out for yourself and see what other people are saying about LippoWheat. Also, fortunately, this again is not the only study so far. Let's now switch gears and show you the most recent study to date. It came out in 2019. Polar lipids from wheat extract oil improve skin damages induced by aging evidence from a randomized placebo-controlled clinical trial in women and an ex vivo study of human skin explant. That last part of the study basically means they took skin cells from these people and took a look at them under the microscope. So here we've got people who, for, again, 64 women. I like the fact in this investigation these were middle-aged to older women, so between ages of 45 and 60 years old, and for 3 months they were given 350 milligrams of either a wheat-derived ceramide supplement or a placebo, and they noted that after the study was over, the women getting the ceramides had significantly less crow's feet. The wrinkles around the eyes. Their facial hydration has significantly improved as well. The hydration of the skin in their legs was better, and the roughness and appearance of skin had improved also. Now, the last part I have highlighted here is what they mentioned, a higher collagen content was measured in the skin when it was irradiated with ultraviolet radiation. Again, the women getting the ceramide, those cells appear to be more resistant to UV radiation, and that might mean that ceramides might help protect us against age spots. That's essentially what they're saying here. Now, I want to switch gears and come back to the crow's feet, because I think that's the most interesting part of this. What kind of significant reduction in crow's feet are we talking about? Here's a picture from the study where you can see from the beginning of the study, week 0, following along to week 8 and week 12, you see a difference in the crow's feet of these women. It is a significant difference. It's visually different. You can see it. And that's actually quite interesting. Again, I don't know if they start out with dramatic crow's feet or not. So I do think the difference might be varied according to how deep the lines of around the eyes would be, but there is a significant difference here. Now, when I looked at these pictures, the other thing that my eyes drew to were down here, where you see a significant improvement in the skin. It is definitely more smoother when taking the ceramides versus not taking the ceramides. And then my eyes also looked at, again, the overall appearance of skin, but up here as well. Here is an age spot, and you can see that age spot seems to be getting better. For me, it seemed to have gotten better from after week 8, and the picture at week 12 to me looks, like not so much better. So that's quite interesting. Not sure what to make of that, but it does appear to be a difference in the age spot. Again, the age spot decrease from ceramides might be dependent on how bad the age spot people might have would be. But nonetheless, there does appear to be a significant visual difference in this study when people take these ceramide supplements. Again, we're looking once again at the LippoWheat supplement. And again, I'll link to that so you can check it out and see what others are saying as well. There's many products out there that contain LippoWheat, and again, you can take a look at them and check them out and see what you think of them. Now, so far, these research studies show no side effects, and I think that's really a good thing. I do like to point out that the people in the study were relatively healthy overall. So if you're not so healthy, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor or pharmacist, especially if you take any medications. And I also think if you see a dermatologist, I'm sure are very up to speed on the science of ceramides, so they would be an excellent resource as well. So at the end of the day, do ceramides work? Well, there does appear to be evidence that they are doing something, and at least one study shows a significant visual effect in terms of reduction in photoaging and crow's feet and the appearance of skin. And I find that very encouraging. Again, I do think results will vary from person to person, but there does appear to be something going on. So maybe this is something to take a look at. So guys, if you have taken ceramide supplements and you want to share your thoughts and feelings on this product, let me know. I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are. And if you have any questions about ceramides, let me know and I'll answer them myself. Until next time, guys, I'm Joe Cannon. Have yourself a great day.